this association, or let's say another one, this association, what they call National Association of Resident Doctors, NAD, will be saying, me be the president. Say, Los, hey, Mona, come off it. Come off it, too, because this association, nobody don't contact them from government since the strike began early on Wednesday. I got to wonder, should this thing not boo go get that game? Boo go get it, go get it. Should that boo go get be this? Which kind of thing be this? Now, when did they answer question now for instead of Abuja that talked to journalists during by the time of Wednesday, the Director of Public Health, Federal Ministry of Health, Morenike Alex Oko, he talks say the strike na concern for the government. Say they give government concern. In fact, according to Helen Quota, they say the situation with doctors, or the situation with the doctor strike is of concern to government, and the negotiations have been ongoing. Say they don't talk. They think they give government concern and they don't reason the matter, they don't negotiate, maybe they see how they could take SEMA down. Now, he talks, we will continue under these circumstances, so I cannot give you any conclusive response now. However, government, the leadership of the ministry, and relevant stakeholders are meeting to resolve the situation as quickly as possible. Which will be relevant stakeholders? He said government, the leadership of the ministry, okay, then the ministry of health, okay, which is still part of government. So government, the leadership of the ministry, which is still part of government, then he say relevant stakeholders. So if the president of the National Association of Resident Doctors, if he no be relevant stakeholder, he know they are aware. None of the schools be relevant stakeholder. None of the members of NAD be relevant stakeholder. Now wow, who can go the strike now? Who be the what? Who then they make the meeting for on behalf of? Not being be the doctors, and they say relevant stakeholders. Meanwhile, doctors know they in the know. Well, all of these things still they go down to ask that big question mark, because somebody go talk say this one now just to the mark time, because time they already go. Now just to the mark time, wait till we get about how many days? Today na 18th now. About 11 about 11 days now. Cool. Just call on 12 days. Now it will remain 11, 12 days, or less than 12 days myself. Just 11, 12 days remain before this whole government go transit or go switch, before they go change gear into another gear. Whether we go fast or go slow, we don't know, but we go change gear May 29. So that May 29, I'm not gonna lie you, many, in fact, you get one governor where they come outside. I see that headline. One governor will come outside, they come to talk, say, in the present, in fact, now for Delta State now, they present supplementary budget of 71 billion naira. A supplementary budget of 71 billion naira. Meanwhile, he get less than 2 weeks. He waiting be 2 weeks. Yes, of course, less than 2 weeks to come off for office. He drop something. So that one another matter. I they come to that one. Make I finish this doctors strike matter. Make I finish that one first, because na feel at home. I make person take spoil remote, visitor take damage remote control because of the tell us they feel at home. Sometimes we need to check some things, because anywhere when the be say picking they cry, they point hand. If your mama know they there, papa feel they there, because when they cry they see road. When they talk about health sector, not be today health sector talk don't they come outside. The health sector, they waiting be the things where they need to do for that health sector to avoid all of this long dragging of story. Now, National Association of Resident Doctors, they don't talk and they talk say even the warning strike where they go now, because of say around April, sometime in April, they don't allow them. They don't raise the alarm. Say, we go strike. If government, they list all their concerns, all of their concerns. Say, their benefits, their to change their salary structure, increase their salary structure, and then many things where the list come outside, and then many discard that bill. We say maybe they no go outside. Say fresh doctors must practice for some time, although say government itself don't come outside. The Minister of Labour don't come outside, they don't talk labor and employment. They just say that one no be workable bill. Say that one no go well. All right, now, but apart from that, all of the things where the doctors list outside, where they talk say, if I no do this thing for us, then we say, we go strike, and they still pumpy. They say even as they do on shuru. Even as they tender all those things, everywhere just do shuru, shuru. They don't hear them from anybody. Government do not say, how far? Nobody talk to them. Now don't go strike again. Nobody don't still talk to them. Meanwhile, spokesperson of the federal government don't come outside, don't talk about director of public health for Federal Ministry of Health, Morenike Alex Oko. She come outside and said, I concerned the government, but the government is concerned, but we the talk. We are in talks. We are in negotiation. The government, the leadership of the ministry, the relevant stakeholders, we are in meeting to resolve the situation quickly as possible. How quickly? When I never talk to the doctors, how quickly do you really want to resolve this? Because the doctors now then they come outside now, see and there, the National Association of Resident Doctor President. Whether they get factional, president like Labour Party, that one another talk. That one another different talk, because something will happen for court yesterday where factional, I don't know. Anyway, that one another talk, because I don't get time. If I start to dive into, I go to waiting there in my mind for some of this matter. But then, that one another different talk, like I talk, and I go scratch that particular talk, because if some of these things they happen, we need to observe. Yes, no party gets no party will not get internal crisis, but we need to understand or they observe the intricacies of some of these things, the dramas they play out. Back to the matter, National Association of Resident Doctors, they talk say government or anybody don't contact them since they begin the strike yesterday, Wednesday. And a big question mark, a big concern. This warning strike, who then the warn? This government, incoming government. Who don't contact them? Where be say the Director of Public Health for Federal Ministry of Health talk say they don't contact them. Who really talk say they are in meeting with relevant stakeholders? Who are they meeting with? Because all of these things now, it just like say go beat speaking, tell us no cry. Because all of these things then make you go see some doctors they deport. They go say brain drain in the health sector. So somebody now come outside, one parliamentarian from Lagos State, he come outside and talk, say, based on one or two, say, see, make we push the bill, come outside. Make we push this bill. Wait till me the bill. Make doctors, if you just the graduate, Nigerian trained medical practice, if you don't the Nigerian trained medical doctors, or how you graduate, before they go give you full license, you must serve for here for at least 5 years before they go give you full license, so that you no go fit pots, go outside. So you beat speaking, you don't want to make it cry. You never answer this small cry when he cry now. When he say one pot, go outside, go practice, you go to raise alarm, say brain drain, but what are we doing to fix what they play out for inside of what they there to sit down with these people? Reason. Yes, if it take a while in a process. But as still they ask this question, which government now go handle this matter? Incoming government, outgoing government. Less than 13 days, just about 12 days to a new government. So, but then this matter, then they there, this matter they here, and something when it be say, now something of concern to many people, now something of worry to many people, and they don't talk about people don't raise concerns about and then so now so they take start now from clap. Dance, they take start. That from dance, Now from clap rather. Now from clap dance they take start. Now because now they don't before they strike safe, they don't serve according by the info, they on Premium Times here. They don't serve notice to federal government on Tuesday to tell them say, see, we no go fit to guarantee say we will get this industrial harmony if the government fail to address the issues that we don't raise. They write down for letter with entitled notice of strike action. They don't give the notice through their national way. The letter was jointly signed by the national president Innocent Oji and the Secretary General Chike Kelechi. Now this same president and say nobody don't contact us. Then don't contact government to tell government say, see, we go strike until we not touch waiting we say make not touch. Government now never contact them back. So we need to check all these things. All of these things now, some of the matters them now, some of the issues them. But I just get that. I hear that voice from one side of my ear where they tell me say maybe not the next government then go inherit this one, alongside inheriting fuel subsidy, the decision of fuel subsidy and how to manage them, alongside the decision of how to handle the $800 million World Bank loan, whether or not how you could take B, alongside the decision of insecurity for inside of the country, all of those ones. Now waiting the wait the president-elect, alongside the matter we concern the economy, to fix the economy, make our economy sharp, make it sharp, proper, alongside many matters we line up, do hands on your neighbor's shoulder straight. All of the problem now, so they line up the weight. Yes, we don't hear many things about the experience and the Sabinousness or the Sabiness of the president-elect. Say him na man will be on high balance in the use problem, take brush teeth, bring and come, in go chest and trap him, play him internet, score goal. Say na so in the fear problem. The fear wahala. Say okay. Say in fact, and I say because of saying a problem choke for inside of the country. Now I make him by himself. Say you know what? I not send anybody again. I'm me. One run am now. Oh yeah, you don't set. Make we see as go be. We Nigerians citizens. If the law, as long as say the law don't talk, say yes, we go give them support. We go push everything. We go support the president-elect because we, at the end of the day, in Nigeria be our concern. And Nigeria be our concern, the betterment of the country. We go support the president-elect. We go push, pray for him, support him. But we want to see, Nigerians want to see, citizens want to see, say, life they improve one day at a time, small by small. We don't say no be magic, it no go happen all at once. One day at a time, small by small. Nigerians want to see, say things they change. That's not the big question mark with the on ground. So, what could they observe this year? Should they be check your time now? Almost 7 o'clock, they almost catch me for here. You know, say I know, look, I just they talk, they go. 7 o'clock, they almost catch me. 7 o'clock, with the check, waiting the papers, them they talk. Make we start to look the headlines this morning. They call me the chief priest, Ezemmuo one, oracle of the citizens. I balance well this morning here. And this one, a super citizen at sunrise. On top of Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. No touch up. Come on, body, make I go lick small. That's the hot tea again. The small state man. If I lick them, come back. Then we'll go bust inside. Start to check with the paper. They talk about the great South Field, the great South Field, the great South Field. I tell you, it's a Thursday. I bet more than no touch when they come back.
Abuja, let's talk about it. On our favorite radio station. Talk to us on 93.7 Citizen FM. Oh, Citizen FM Abuja. Now we be the voice of the people.
Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better.
Yes. Let's check waiting day or call for inside of the paper. 2 minutes past 7 o'clock this morning. Super Citizen at sunrise on top of the radio. Citizen FM 93.7. Check us out. www.citizenfm.ng. Share them to your goons. Share them to your peoples. Post them for your status. Follow us. Jeterously. I see the hot. All of the paper them. Then they here. I see them one by one. Business Day here. The Daily Times Day here. The Punch Day here. The Nation. They line up full for here. No time. Make we start to the dive one by one. They check them. But I'm not gonna lie you. I'm not gonna lie you. Never let me inside of the studio this morning. I get the one, the only. Philemon Ajekuko. Would they like to call on the great Safil? He is inside of the building this morning. But then, good morning, Safil.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Safil. Welcome. Make we start to check the papers. How your side this morning? You can't be like say this small. You can't be younger small.
Well, I've been eating well. So.
Maybe I could come spend some time for your house. I need to meet up.